welcome to today's full get ready with me. We'll be doing makeup, hair, fragrance, and outfit. She got on a wig today, girl, which turned into a no ma'am. We'll get into that later. Let's prime with the Makeup Forever Step 1 Hydra Boost Primer. I love this primer. It smells divine, glides onto the skin like a dream, and looks amazing under makeup. She's been underpainting these days, so I'm going to go ahead and take the L'Oreal Infallible Full Wear Concealer. If you have not tried this concealer, you need to run to Ulta and grab it because it is so good, so rich, so decadent, so creamy, so full coverage. So I'm using the shade 375 Latte, and I'm applying that in the places in which I want to brighten and conceal. And then we're going to go ahead and blend that out with a BH Cosmetics brush. All before foundation, honey. I know, new techniques, but I feel like my base has never sat better when I underpaint. All right, the lighting changes right here. That's my bad, y'all. But now we're going to move on to bronze touring. So I'm taking the Fenty Beauty Freestyle Cheeks Out Cream Bronzer. This one is in the shade Teddy. And I don't really blend in the concealer all the way because I like to work in steps to achieve a very flawless, seamless blend. So now I'm taking the cream bronzer. I love this shade. This is the perfect product. I love it so much. I'm so happy I dug in my drawer and went back to it. So I'm just bronze touring, but we're underpainting. So we haven't even put on foundation yet. So I'm applying that right where I want to chisel and sculpt my face, and then marry that and the concealer together. All right, now here's foundation. I'm going to use the Huda Beauty Faux Filter Stick Foundation. I'm in the shade 400G Macchiato, so I use that to sculpt out my bronze tour so she's nice and placed and sculpted well. And that's the only place in which I apply foundation these days, just right under the cheekbone and just a little bit on my forehead so I can marry the bronze tour and the concealer together. And I've been using brushes these days. I haven't even picked up a sponge in like a month. So I just sculpt out my bronze tour with that foundation, blend it in, and then just go ahead and marry everything together so it doesn't look like there's concealer one place, bronze tour one place, and then some foundation in another place. So I just take that brush. That's a Morphe, I don't know the exact name, it'll just be listed down below. It's a Morphe brush, and I'm just using that to blend everything together, and it just blends creams so well. And the brush I use for the bronze tour, that's the Huda Beauty brush. I'll link both of those down below. And then I'm just going to go ahead and sculpt my nose out real quick with the same cream bronzer. And then we're going to set. This is Dion Cosmetics Loose Powder. I'm in the shade 03. It's a nice yellow powder. It's a little bit too yellow, like I could go for shade 2. But it works very well, and it sets very well, and it looks very airbrushed and velvet on the skin. I'm going to apply that all over my face, but I just first set the place in which I concealed so my eyes don't crease. Alright, I'm going to touch up my bronze tour just a tad with the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish Natural. It's in the shade Dark Tan, and I just touch it up just a tad because it does get a little lost when I go ahead and set my face. And then just to finish off the finish of my under eyes, I'm taking the Benefit Hello Happy Velvet Powder Foundation in the shade 5. To settle all of those powders in place, I'm taking the Benefit Professional Super Setter. It smells really nice and it comes out really fine. Now let's move on to finish off the rest of our face. I'm taking this BH Cosmetics Glowing in Grease palette. I'm taking the center shade called Peros. You can use code Aaliyah when you go ahead and shop at BH Cosmetics to save you 10%. And first I'm placing it right at my temples and then I'm gonna blend the blush out. I feel like this just lifts my face up even further. To highlight, I'm taking MAC's Extra Dimension Skin Finish in Oh Darling and hitting the high points of my face, my brow bones, my cheekbones, the tip of my nose, as well as the upper bridge of my nose. Our eyes are super simple. I'm taking this Vesca Beauty Moonlit Dream Cream Shadow. This one is in the shade Karina. You can use code Aaliyah10 when shopping at Vesca Beauty. And this just looks so beautiful on the eyes. It hits the light beautifully. And it just looks like you did more with your eye makeup than you actually did. My go-to lip combo is still the same as my 2020 beauty favorite, so I'm taking this Milani Understatement Lip Liner. Milani makes great lip liners, and they make the perfect browns. So if you have not used Milani's lip liners, you need to because they're perfect, absolutely perfect. They last so long, they're so creamy, and they get the job done. And they're so affordable, they're only like $8. And then I'm just gonna go ahead and fill it in with Fenty Beauty's a Slip Shine Sheer Shiny Lipstick. Girl, say that 5 times fast. In the shade Cookies and Cocoa. I love the formula. It's so hydrating, so shiny, so comfortable, and it looks great on the lips. And then lastly, to finish off our makeup, we're popping on some Tati TL6 lashes. Makeup is complete. Now let's move on to the hair, girl. Listen, I bought this wig with my own money. It's by Julia Hair, because I wanted to channel, you know, Beyonce's hairstyle for my Ivy Park outfit, which by the way didn't fit well either. So the makeup went well, but then when I started doing the hair and then put on the outfit, like I wasn't really feeling it. But somehow, some way, we did make it work. This wig was just so weird. Maybe it was me because maybe I didn't read the description all the way. But there are tracks on the frontal part of the wig. I was so confused. So you couldn't even really pluck the hairline, because if you pluck the hairline was only about half an inch thick, honestly. Maybe an inch, half an inch thick. So if you plucked it, you're going to see the tracks. So I didn't really want to pluck it, so I just tried to make some baby hairs because I already knew I was going to wear it in the middle part. You know, I just wasn't feeling it. I feel like the color was nice, but then the wig ended up being too thin. I knew it was too thin, but I was like, you know what, let me just put it on my head and see how it's going to look. I spent my time trying to melt it, okay? Adhere it to my forehead, straighten it. I felt like the colorway was really pretty. Like I felt like this is really Beyonce. But the wig just wasn't it. It just wasn't laying well. I tried my best. You know, I'm not really a wig girl anymore. You know, I just... The girls are so mean about other people's wigs. I feel like your wig always has to be on point. So when my wig is not on point, what does Aaliyah do? Aaliyah puts on a hat. Yes, she does. So that's exactly what I did. It didn't look too bad. It wasn't giving. You know what I'm saying? So just enjoy me straightening this hair because the colorway is actually really pretty. I'm so sad it didn't work out, but we may do what it do. Like y'all see my hairline right there? You see the black track? Yes, the track starts right at the hairline. It's so weird. I'm not understanding why the wig was made like that. It could have been my bad because I just saw it was a Beyonce looking wig and I bought it. I didn't really look at the description too closely, so it could have been my bad. But still, girls, 2021, why are we making the track right at the hairline? That don't make no damn sense. Does it make sense to you? Doesn't make sense to me. Okay, so as we're finishing up the hair, I just knew that it wasn't giving what I wanted it to give. Okay, it wasn't giving what it needed to be given, period. And it was a little bulky at the top. That's because I had twists. I tried to pull them as flat down as I could in my wig cap, but there was still a little bit of volume up top where there shouldn't have been. And you know what? I decided to put on a hat. Anyways, let's move on to the fragrance. I'm gonna mix two because they smell absolutely amazing. YSL Libre and my newest fragrance, Replica Coffee Break. It smells absolutely amazing together. And for my outfit, I did go ahead and shop Beyonce's latest Ivy Park launch. It was too big, like it just wasn't fitting my body. And you know, when something is too big, it just don't look good. But I paired it with an olive belt, my olive telfie, okay, some jewelry, my Louis Vuitton lock necklace, an emerald bracelet, a ring, and I put on a hat. So she kind of got it together, but it just wasn't giving what I thought it was going to give. But it's okay. I just went out and enjoyed Sunday Funday because I was getting a little bit frustrated with how I was looking. But I think from the top up, I looked pretty good. I have on my Steve Madden dimmer tan boots. They're no longer sold because it's not boot season anymore. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to give this video a thumbs up. And until next time, always remember to serve, honey. And I will see you in the next video. Bye.